There we go. Oh, I want that. There we go. Yes. Right. Ah. I want the dashboard and sweet. Okay then, everyone. Right, welcome to the stream. We are cracking on with I don't want that. Right, cool. We're cracking on positioning. With the help of the wonderful chap the other day, we got all of the these, what are called, extensions, sorted out, we believe, for our OBS. So I'm going to close that, and yeah, we're cracking on. I can't remember how to set up the server, but that's because I'm a forgetful fellow. It was down here somewhere, but it's gone missing, but that's okay. So for now, we just have to redo it with F5, and here we go. So we got on to position absolute from memory, which is where it's positioned relative to the nearest positioned ancestor. What? When an element is positioned relative to the nearest positioned ancestor, and not where it would sit in the normal flow. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think. No, nothing makes sense anymore. Cool. So we was going to do something. Div class equals A. Why did we do that? No idea. Because we was going to do an example of position relative. Cool. Why have I done it as A? Who knows? It was a mystery to me as well. Cool. Right. So if we do a div, and give it a paragraph of place the element via top left. See, realistically, we actually want these swapped about, don't we? Because relative and the other one, so we want it about there, like that. There we go. And save. So by doing that, when you look at it, it's a bit closer here, because these two are similar. One's about its position relative to the last thing you added, and that one's relative to the last thing you positioned, I think. So yeah, that makes sense now. Right, cool. This element, this div element has position relative. Okay, so if we do that again quickly with that, we'll obviously call it, oops, and put that in there. This element has position of absolute, like that. And I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll save that, go back up here, go into the style sheet, put in the class. Hello, what's occurred? Why is it a little red line? Because I haven't put a end bracket. Position, what have I done on that fix? That poor fix. Right, okay, cool, so that's done. Save that. New class of A. Do them. Why have I done A? Oh, I was going to write absolute. What a mug. There we go. So obviously I'd started doing it and then stopped and went off onto something else. I'm pretty sure it was when Mr. C for HD helped me out and I got sidetracked, which is so easily done. Excuse me very much. Excuse me very much? That didn't make sense. Excuse me a moment, I'm having a drink. There, see? Easy. Right. So if we've got the position here, whoops, of absolute, and give it a border of that lot, but we're going to give it a green one because green's a pretty colour. Green. That. Save. And if we now go onto our HTML2, go right to the bottom, this will swap about hopefully anyway. Cool. This is position of absolute. Right. Why? Oh no, the cat's here. It's all gone wrong. Don't do it. Get down. Get back, you beast. Right, position absolute. This div is a position of relative. Right, if we swap these two about quickly, just so that it all looks like it should. Damn it, I didn't want to do that. I want to actually take you. Get down. Please. Please, not live. Please. No, 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 no. Come on. Get down. The cat hates me, right? At all times. Will scratch me, bite me, literally jump on my throat. The minute I get at the computer, she's like, ah, hello, master. I want to be your friend. Right, save that, reload that. Right, cool. Now, that's position absolute, but it's not directly above anything that's been positioned. So, in theory, if I give this one another tell you what, we'll copy that, delete you, copy that. Whoa, wrong button, Control and C. Oh, I like this rainbow thing, it's quite good. And then give it absolute -1, save, and then copy you. Okay, tell you what, I'll just keep pressing Control X, that's well good. And then give you the name of absolute -2. Nope, -1, why would I add the number on? Right, if we now reload, should be one below the other. Okay. Did I not save this one? Why has that happened? Div, class, done, that's fine. Absolute -1. This element position, absolute. Part 2. Let's just whatever. And then make sure that this is all open and closed. Open, position, absolute, border free, yes, save, done, done. Okay, right, it's because it's below, directly underneath it, because it's relative. Okay, right, so if we go, so in theory, if we take that one away, like that, and then do a save, this shouldn't change. Ah, it did. Oh, it did massively. Position absolute in relative to the previous moved one, which would have been him. So why the hell is it? Oh, we're gonna have to look at this a little more. Position absolute. Right. An element within position absolute is position relative to the nearest position ancestor instead of position relative to the viewpoint, like fixed. However, if an absolute element has no position ancestors, it uses the document body and moves along with page scrolling. A positioned element is one where position is anything except static. Here is an example. This is position. Okay, so does that mean you have to use position relative in order to do that? Let's try ourselves quickly. What have we got here? Right. Okay, so if we give this a position of relative, and we give that one an absolute, right? So if we make this a big box of width 500. Hello, it's all going off here. I've got messages coming up my eyes. Good grief. I'll turn that on mute. No one wants to hear a door knocking, do they? Anyway, right. 500 pixels. And then give it a height of another 500 pixels, say. Just make it a big box. Right, so if we save that and have a quick look, that should make a big box. Ta-da! Right, so we want... Hold on a minute, why is the pink one just because we changed it all round. Oh no. Bottom 0, that 0. Right, the fixed box should now be... We want it to go up to where position fixed is. So if we go... No. Stop being a mug. It's this we need. So the bottom will now say, I don't know, say 500. Oh, nearly. Look at that. What a guess. Oh, mate. Oh, no. No, 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 no. It'll be fixed to that position all the time. Oh, you know what? It is see-through, so it does show you what it is. That works. That works. We'll allow that. Yeah, we will. Right, now. The position absolute does what? Position absolute, right. Top will be 80, so it's from the top there. The width and the height for that. So why is it on the inside of that? Because we've got position absolute. So it would have been below, right? So from the width and the height would be whatever. That don't matter. Okay, let's just stop mumbling at myself. Let's go on now. So what we're going to do, at the minute the box is set just around the standard measures of obviously just a paragraph text, right? Cool. So we want it to be a height, oops, let's say 100 pixels, see what that looks like, and then a width of, say, width is how wide it is. It's obviously going to have to be quite wide, so it's 250 pixels. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, it worked, but sort of. Okay, cool. Right, now, on the example in there, they've done it so that the top 80. Why have they done it like that? Right, so the height and width is easy. That just means how big and wide it is. 0 to the right and top is 80. Right, so if we go, let's just take their example quickly. Top 80, right 0. Save. Reload. It's gone. Why the hell has it gone up there? Should be from this tab, surely. Okay. So if we do the top 0, that 0, it goes to the top right of the whole page. But why is it at the top right of the whole page? It should be in relation to this bad boy. See what we'll do. We're going to do a second one below it. And we'll see what the difference is. Is it because we put it in a paragraph? Can't be. Well, let's just nick them and put them there. Div relative, this is an element, blah blah blah. Div. Why is that red? Why is that one red? And it make no. That's a good point actually. Why have they done that? They put the div. Oh, I see. It's because it's inside still the same div. So if we take that one there away and go like that, and we put him there, save. That div is related to that one, which is now encompassing the whole thing, and that one is there. So if we go back on here and press F5, there you go, boom, because it's now inside the same div, so it's relative to the one that's above it. Okay, so that was a bit of a nightmare to work out every time, but it should be right. Okay, this is where the position relative to the nearest ancestor. No. Oh, yeah. To the nearest ancestor. Right. Where it should sit on the rest of the page. Right, so now we're going to add another line there, because that does confuse the bits out of me. Right, so. To do this, you would need to encompass a... No, you need to do this, you need to ensure that the element that you want the absolute element to be placed inside or near will be included in the same div. I think, because that makes sense to me now. So look, for example, that one there can disappear. I forgot we had that, damn it. So you can go, bye. Control and save, press that, boom, done. Right, cool. So if we wanted to move that, for example, where are we? Top right, top left, yep. So if we wanted it to be in the middle, you'd do 50 by 50. I know that might not be correct, but it should move it, there you go. Over there. So we want it a little bit more, so we don't know how wide it is. Yes, we do, we've got it right there. The width of it is 500 pixels. What is that actually? It is pixels as well. Okay, so by doing that, it's probably percentage. No, it can't be. Okay, so if we go from the top, exactly halves, which is 250 pix, and if we go from the right, exactly half, which is 250 pix, do that, save that, push that, done to there, delete that, save again. Middle of the page? No, no way near. Why has that not gone in the middle? Why has that not worked? Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Right, so let's just change this back. So I assume when we're putting the numbers in, if we take away pix, it shouldn't move. And if that's the case, then we're cool. Right, okay, yeah, so these are pixels. Right, so if we put in 50, no, we know that one needs to come down more, so we go 70 by, I don't know, 90. Save, reload. Okay, so it needs to come over a touch more. 120, save. A little bit more. 130. Cool. And then from the top will probably be 190. A little bit less. 180. Woo, nearly. Yeah, that'll do roughly. But how that works out, that I don't understand. It's coming from the top, 180 pixels. So what we have to do there, the bottom comes up. So again, in theory, you know what? It don't matter. Margin auto gives it margins all round. So if we do it from the top of that. Margin auto, save. It shouldn't move it, which is cool. We take that away though. Control S. Why has not worked? Okay, so let's just quickly right 0, bottom 0, because I haven't done that, and I haven't done that, and then do left 0, save, boom. But why has it gone down so much further now? So if we do 90, $50. Try. Just what? Oh. Okay, right. So that's pretty much just centered, and it's now in the left and the right. Right. This element is position of absolute. No, it doesn't. You there, relative, are going to be absolute dash relative test. Relative. Absolute dash relative, and you are now called absolute dash relative. Just to confuse things even more. And then you ain't -1, you're just now absolute, you're just absolute, save, save, done. Alright. Okay, yeah, so you have to do it inside div. Cool. Now, in theory, with that lot, we can now put anything on a screen we want, especially if we have that one there. Oh, sorry, these two here. Yeah. I mean, the question of that still baffles me. Why would you do that? I know that the good fellow C4HD give me a load of examples and stuff. I worked it out then. I've completely forgot. I know that there was a painting or something, but I'm not sure. Cool. Position relative. Cool. Right, so what's next? Position sticky. Oh, come off of it. A sticky element toggles between relative and fixed depending on the scroll position. It is position relative until a given offset position is met. Then it sticks in place like position fixed. Try to scroll inside this frame to understand. Oh, I see. Ooh. Safari requires a WebKit prefix. You must use specify at least one top. Oh man, the element sticks to the top of the page, top 0. When you reach its scroll position, div.sticky, the position of what? Oh, okay, yeah. WebKit is then the one for Safari. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a weird one. Background colors green. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, when you was to do it, where are you? This style padding bottom. What the hell? I am sticky. Right, cool. How would you then? Why have they done it to actually add the scroll? Right, try to scroll inside. That's all P's. That's fine. Div class 1 sticky. I am sticky, which is that. Div.sticky. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, cool. Div style equals pattern bottom 2000 pixels. Padding on the bottom, so that's what gives you the spacing. Cool. But then how have they added a scroll bar? How the hell I don't... What am I missing now? Don't get me wrong, all of that makes sense. That's easy peasy, yeah? So on this one, literally, when it hits the top of... What? The frame to understand how position. In this example, the sticky element sticks to the top of the page when you reach it. Right, okay. So a sticky element would, say you put it there. If you put top of like 5, it would end up like there, and then we'll just go all the way down. But where have they put? I'm going to nick all of this one because this is a little bit of a weird one. So from now, div copy h3 position sticky. See that? I can imagine this is actually going to be really handy, this one. Ignoring that for now because I don't know why it goes red. Right, okay, doesn't matter. So if we just save that quickly, go on to you, and then on your one, just do a complete paste and that. Ah, see? Now, where is... I mean, is it this one? Right, it is. Okay. So because... Okay. So because this is just sized as that, that's why it's got a scroll bar. Okay, it's just an example. Okie dokie. Cool. Right, on this one, and what we're going to do is... I am sticky. And if we put the style at top of 15, when you scroll up, it will stop about... No. It ain't done anything. Why not? Why not? Top of 5. Let's just do it a bit easier. There's no difference. There's no difference whatsoever. So if we take that out, what happens? Nothing. So I don't get why you need that. Let's just have a quick butcher's quickly. Position sticky, right? Sticky between blah blah blah. It is positioned relative until a given offset position is met. Then it sticks position fixed, right? I get that. In this example, the sticky element will stick to the top of the page, top 0, when you reach your scroll position, right? Okay, right. Let's just go to take the. Where are we? It's this one out. If we take him out and put it on the right, for example, and then say 10, save. What does that do? Ah, because now we're down to the right. Okay. So if we put right as 0, like that, and then scroll right, should now actually do it quicker. Okay, right is a bad example. So we'd put top 0, save, so it sticks to the top. If we put top 50, it doesn't do anything different. I don't get it. Oh well. I mean, it makes sense that it sticks to the top. That I get. But I don't get why it would not be like that. So we're going to make a couple of comments here. Remove the stickiness. Right. Position sticky. This is where you will place a element as relative, and then when scrolled past, it becomes fixed or sticky. You must specify top, what are they called? Top, middle. Yeah, you must specify at least top, right, bottom or left. Top is normally the standard. Oops. Control S. Give us a comment. Check what the different numbers would do for top. Control S. Right, why hasn't this one here worked? PP. Yeah, I mean these all are okay. Why does it come out red? How do we see what's the problem with what we've got? Well, we'll have to look at that, but not for now. Cool, so nearly we're there. This is a heading because the image has an index of 1. It will be placed behind the text. What? when elements are positioned, they can overlap other elements. Yep, we know that. Z index and Y index puts it back and in front and stuff like that. Cool. An element can have a position of a negative stack number. Right, so in the image is the thing that then becomes the Z number. It goes in the back, and then you can write all over it because it's in the background. An element with greater stack value is always in front of an element with a lower stack value. If two positioned elements overlap without a Z index specified, the element positioned last will show on top. Oh, okay. Positioning text in an image. This is the one I was trying to do the other week. Oh, mate. This broke me. So, for now though, what we want is we want to do this one, because we do actually need to know how to do this, which is cool. But we need to know how to do everything, but you know, time is money. Overlapping elements. P. This is done with the Z dash index styling. The lower the Z number, the lower Z number will be behind, and the higher will sit on top. Full stop. So in this example, we're going to nick one of our pictures from prior. So let's see if we can remember to do a image. So it'll be on the left first. Right, so it'll be a href. Is it href? No, it's a image. Image equals that, and then it's one that we've got on our find. So please bear with me. We're sure we did a one here with, what's this? Could be anything. Excellent. Blank screen. Ah, okay, that'll do. Yeah. So it's wiki.jpg. Wiki.jpg. Is it JDJ? Yes, it is. Wiki.jpg. Anchor. No, it's image source, isn't it? img source equals that. And in which case you don't even need an A tag. So that is the element, and then it doesn't need a closing. Save, I think. Let's see. It didn't work. Why have we got so much space? Because of the styling here. No, it isn't. It's because of that. Get rid of him. Save that. Press F5. Boom. And at the minute we can't see the sticky, but that's because we don't need it. Right, cool. So there's the wiki.jpg. Right, cool. Now we need to give that a image class equals z-index-test. Save. Make sure that worked. It did. Cool. And now if we go on here and go, why is that one not working now? What am I missing here? What am I doing wrong when it comes to copying and pasting? Everywhere. That's fine. Right. So class z-index-test. Da-da. Boom. Right, cool. So we now want to give this, what the hell is it? Position of absolute. Left and top, none. Left and top is none. Why is left and top none? So it sticks in the corners, right? We can't obviously do top none, because otherwise it will go straight to the top. So we want to do left and none. And then we can do our test from there. So, position, absolute. Done. Left is 0 pix, and then z-index is -1. Right, we just need to make a comment here. This is done with the index started. The lower does a set. Yep. So if you were -2, then you. So if we swap these about quickly and give it 1. Push save. We don't want to push save. Yeah. Okay. Because your standard Z index is 0. So if you go up 1, that now becomes the forefront and that's the background. If you put it on 0, it will be the one that got put in first. So in this case, it will be the image. Should still be the one in front. Yeah, it is. Okay. But if we now change that to that and run it, it goes below it. Oh, right, because we've still got that in. We delete that and then go run. Why is it still behind it? Because the image of Z index is -1, it will be placed behind the text, but it's still behind the text. And I'm sure it said if it's in front, if two position overlap without a Z index specified, the element position last will be shown on top. Oh, so if we now change that back again, because we haven't positioned it, like that, so that should still be in front, which is cool. So if we now give quickly that P, P, nope, P, oh mate, P, brackets, position, absolute, dumb, doesn't matter about where it sits, save, run, dump me to save, damn it, run, should be in front, there it is. For white in the heading, this is a heading, because the heading ain't got a Z reference. But then that ain't got a Z reference. It's because the position is absolute. So if we quickly give the H1 a position, absolute, it's because it hasn't been cool. Because it's last, so now it's all swapped about. So if we quickly swap him with him, this might not work, it might be the other way around. This is a heading. Oh, where's that? Oh, how weird. Right, so because the other one's been that image first, if we take him out and we put him in there. Oh, I'm more confused. Okay, but I think we get it. I think we understand that. I think. You can go into minus numbers for ease. Cool. Right, so on our example here, if we want to now put something in front of that, so if we do that like that, and then give this a P, and then go overlapping elements, this text will sit in front of this image as the image has a Z-index of -1. Save. Now we need to do Z-index test, which we've done. Cool. So in theory, if we now save that and save that, press F5, it sits on top of it. However, why is that one so much better in terms of where it is? Like for example, that's straight in the middle of it. Our one is up the top of it. So if we just quickly go on here and even just try it, I'm pretty sure this is going to make it go all the way to the top of the page, which it has. And now our one isn't there. Cool. So we go that one, delete, save, F5, F5, boom. So how would you make it? So for example, actually we're going to find out in a minute. We're going to find out in a minute when we do the next one. Cool. Overlapping ends. But that's how you do it. Yeah. So it's all about z indexes. -1, -2, -3. Blah 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 blah. We are getting there. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought. But it is silly enough. I just wanted to make it so that I could do it properly. So this is the one I got really confused about. I was trying to make a website the other day, and I could not get this to work. Admittedly, at that point, I was a little bit like, oh, I'm just going to do it, and then couldn't work it out. So this is now the last one for the day. Here we go. Right, so it's 4:45, nearly an hour in. So let's get this one done. Let's just clean that up a little bit, make it look pretty. Z indexes, overlapping elements. I'm going to give this another / here because overlapping elements is a little bit misleading. Z dash index. Cool. Right. Do a H3, and this one's going to be positioning text in a image. Why have I just done that? Yeah, mate. That's the last one. 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Add a position text over an image. That is the worst example in the world. Like everyone else, they give you, here's it with the Z index and all this jazz. This one's just like, nope, you work it on your own. And from the look of this, okay, right. So this one's going to be a little bit of looking and working at. Cool. So we need a picture. What have they done on this one, for example? Top left. Right. So the container is what? The container for everything. Cool. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take our old picture of Wiki, which is him. Right, okay, let's stop mucking about here. Let's just quickly, right, image source equals wiki.jpg. Close that one up. I haven't done image, I've done home image so it's just JPEG. Right, cool. So if we press save, go back onto our test thingy, got 2 of them. Wow, that ain't cool. How do you go underneath it? It's because it's now a minus thing. So it's out of the flow of the page. Doodle-doodle-dee. Can you do it if we take away position absolute? Save that, change that. Yes, you can. But no, you can't because it's now not on it. Huh. So we get rid of that. Save that, do that. Nope. Position. Let's try position relative, see what that does. Position relative. That doesn't do anything. And then from there we go from the left to 0, boom, bam. Nope. Oh no, how the hell are we going to get around this one? Right, position relative is not what we want. We want position absolute. Boom, save. Should do nothing. And then left 0, done, enter. Whoa. Save that. Right, cool. So that's back to where it was. So if we now give this next one, which we ain't give a name for yet, image class equals wiki dash test text dash test. Oh no, it's not exactly the greatest name. Wiki dash test. I haven't done a dot, so it ain't nothing. It's just the word wiki. Boom. There we go. Right, so if we get this a position of absolute, it should go underneath it. Save. Why? Right, let's try position relative. Nope. Why ain't that going? Why can't I get that underneath it? I need that underneath it. I need that underneath it. I need that underneath it. Okay, let's try something else. So if we go for position absolute, like that. And then we say top of 50 pics. What does that do? Where's it gone? It's gone from the top of the page because it ain't a part of that. Ain't a part of that. Ain't a part of that. If we give this a padding, okay, let's just get rid of that then again. Like that. If we give this a, is it padding? We won't want padding. We want margin. Let's try padding. 50 pics. Okay, right, it's moved it. That's not what we wanted. So some margin. Margin, top or bottom? Bottom. Margin dash bottom of 50 pics. Why is it? Oh, man. So what's he got? Border, padding. Okay, let's try to find out if we can work this one out. What have I done here? Like, we've got loads of gear open. Tell you what we'll do, right? When I've got 15 minutes left, I'll ask loads of questions that I've never done before. Right, so Google search how to position a rug, a greenhouse, a sundial in the UK. Oh, that just pleased me. Lovely little bit of information about the oh, yeah, I haven't put bottom in right. Oh, I didn't do anything anyway. Margin bottom's the index. Dun, dun, dun. Right. How to position a image underneath another image that has -1z position. I know that is probably the wrong question, but let's see. How to position behind a box shadow? Nope. How do you position text on a picture? Nope. How do I position text over an image? No. Can you use relative position within? No. Bugger. Right. Right. Let's just try to think about this logically. Right. So that is all done. There's nothing there that's happening. With this one, what have we actually got going on? So, Z index, right? This is done with blah 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 blah. Z index will be behind higher. Will sit on top. You can go into the blah 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 blah. Right. Image class of Z index test. The source is that. Cool. This text will sit in front of this image as the one below has a index of. Why is that gone grey? Why is that grey? Oh, it's because I've highlighted it. What a mug. Okay. Cool. Position text in an image, which is also on top of it, which we don't want. We want it underneath. So for now, if we just get rid of him, like that. That's even less. Oh, okay, yeah. So we need to work out then how we make it so that that goes under there. So we need it to be in the page. So we can get rid of that a minute. Because at the minute it's out of the flow of the page, it looks like, because everything's just going on top of it. So if we take out the Z index and save that and do that, then where the hell does that go? Where's he just gone? Positioning text over a single page. One of one, which is underneath there, is he? I'll tell you what we'll do, just to get that quick test. There he is, right, so he's behind him. Why is he behind him? Well, I know why he's behind him, but why is he not in the page? Why is that happening? Why does it need to be position absolute? Why can't it be position relative? What happens if we put position relative in? Ah, because if it's position relative, that then doesn't go on top. Okay, so when you do position absolute, it becomes no longer in the flow of the page, but we want it because in a minute is absolute would be like the top of the screen. Top of the screen is 0. Oh man. Oh man. My head is currently melting. Right, so look, so all of this makes no sense. Those are irrelevant. Right, this now I get, yeah? So the container, which is the box around all of it, is it around all of it or just in the... Okay, yeah, right, so it's just around the image, yeah? That then becomes the part that you would then put your position in absolute against. Yeah, that makes sense to me. The class of image... Yeah, that makes sense. I'll tell you what we can do. Just looking at that. If we give something around this a box of relative, absolute, blah, 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 blah. What's the first one? Relative, yeah. Okay. So we need to do dot z dash container. Z, yeah, there you go. Z container, right? Done. Right, and give it a position of relative. Done. Then we turn this one here back to absolute, and we give it back the z dash index of -1, and close that. Right, cool. So if we now go on here, and on the z, this is done with the right, cool. We want to pull it then in here, so we need to do a div which ends at the end of all of this rubbish, which is there, like that. Oh man, so many colours. Right, div like that, and we give it a class equals boom boom, and it will be the z dash container. Cool. Let's save that. Right, so if we now press F5, positioning text in an image. Right, no. What have I missed here? let's just have a quick look at that. Position is relative. The position then comes absolute. Top right bomb, that's fine. And then wiki screen. Okay, so let's get rid of that a minute. And then go back here. And then press F5. Save that. Save that. Do that. F5 that. Right. Cool. So this at the moment makes sense to me. Because what we've now done, if I just quickly put a border on it, you do. Oh man. Like that. Save. That should make a border across there and there. Why is it only that? Why does it not contain that image? Okay. Why isn't that image now included in that? If I delete that a minute, save that, it now contains all of it. So why the hell does that come out of the flow? I think I'm pressing the wrong button, mug. Right, so let's just take that lot there out, save. So because it's now inside a div, if we put top 0, it shouldn't go to the top of the screen. It should go to the top of that, which is right. So it is inside that div. So if we now also go left 0, whoops, shouldn't move. Cool. So we put a box around it now, we've positioned it, right? We need to put it as a z-axis, z-index, sorry, of -1, which makes sense. Give it a little wiggly thing. Cool, now it's behind. That makes sense. That all makes sense. But why now? Why now is that happening? Why is it not coming out of that for the next item? Oh, what a bother. I'm going to have another quick beverage, please bear with me. Cold coffee is not the one. I don't know, I'm looking at that, that makes sense. Right, where's this thing again here? Right, come back up here. Position absolute. Position absolute. Right, so the position absolute in this example, yeah, is the top of the page. Because they've obviously not put anything else. Cool. That's fine. If we place something here, which is completely unrelated, p /p. This is a blah 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 blah. Right, cool, run. Is it below it because... Why is it that? Why is it that? Why is it that? Why is it that? Is it on top of... It is on top of the image still, yeah. Let's see what we'll do actually. We won't put a P. We'll just put text. Oh, which is still doing the same thing. Okay, cool. But it's not underneath it. Does that mean then I need to just continually add divs to everything? I'll tell you what, let's just see. Let's just see. If we now give the next bit this one here a class equals static dash test position static, save. Right, position static test. Right, fuck it. Oh right, you don't need to do that, so that might be why that ain't working. Save. Nope. What if I give it a position of relative? How to add new element after position absolute. This is why I suck, because I can't work out how to answer things. Yes, this. Right. The following markup. What I'm trying to achieve here is the three divs laid out like this. However, my markup at the bottom div is overlapping the top and left ones. Right, this is the one. This is exactly what we've got. The bottom div is overlapping left and the bottom ones. The bottom div is overlapping itself. I think the problem is when you have the elements position absolute, you're taking out the document flow. Right, cool. So the elements you come after can't see them. Assume they aren't there and jump to get your bottom div under left and right divs, you have to give it a margin top equal to their heights. Margin top. This one works in a bigger picture. Asks yourself why on this issue. And so CSS is designed to do styling, it also does most of the right. With position absolute, they use position absolute position. It is possible to have the left div and fixed width, and the right div take up the rest of the width. Usually percentages, blah blah blah. For given width to the no, you don't want that. So we need to add a margin top here. Margin dash top, which is this one, and we need to give it a we'll turn this, make it smaller, width of 70 pixels and a height of 70 pixels. Helps if you spell it right. Done. Reload. Ah, it's too small. Well, too small. Right. Width of 400. Height of 200. Okay, a bit weird, but whatever. Well too big, well too wide. Right. 200 by 200. There we go. Right, cool. So if you put a margin top of height is 200, so if you do 200 pixels, cool, that worked. But why would you do it like that? You wouldn't. We put a div around that. Oh, so mate. Div, cool. So we'll take that out, put him there. I took the whole lot out, hadn't I did, yes. So that one. We're going to rename it. Removing dash absolute. Why has it got div class? We've never done that before. What's that about? Right, ever. So we change this one here to removing dash absolute. Save that. Save that. That ain't worked. Why is that? Oh, it's worked. Why the hell is it not red? Oh. Right. So div, removing absolute, right, cool. So we save that, do that, cool. Right, so we don't need it to be 200 pixels, we can put it down to say 150. Perfect. Right, so this is now going to change completely this. So I mean, I'm sure there's a way around this. From memory, I watched a tutorial and the guy added an entire class that just removed all the surround, so it went back to basics. So like anything above would have been different. Okay, right, so in theory, removing absolute would be cool. So in order to get the flow of the page back, you need to add a margin dash top to the next element, as it cannot see the absolutely placed element. This will then bring the next element into the flow of the page and continue as normal. I think. Could be wrong, definitely could be wrong. Cool. So that can now go. So, next big one though is this next one, which is now going to be H3 positioning text onto images, right? Now, hopefully, this will do nothing more than add a new heading underneath this one. Mate, we're there. We're there. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. Right. And on that, I'm going to call it a day there. So, next one we're going to be doing is positioning text onto images, which is that fellow there. This. But that's cool now. Now we know how to do the Z containers and, well, more so, it's the absolute. Now that we can get absolute sorted, we're happy days. Because that was where I used to be messing up all the time. I mean, it's not ideal. There's got to be another way around it. But, mate, perfect. And that one there, I'm going to copy. No, I'm not. I'm going to save. How do I save? There. Done. Cool. That will come back handy. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I shall return tomorrow.